Hey guys, what's up? For once in my life, I'm on time. We're about to recap 90 Day Fiance the other way. I can't wait. It's actually really funny. I have kind of like an audience behind me in the other room listening to me. So I feel like I'm a little bit on edge, but that's all right, guys. We have a lot to talk about tonight. We have a bunch of people in the room already. I can't wait. And it's 90 Day Fiance. Man, I don't know where to start. First of all, I'm so proud of Brittany for the fact that she was able to kind of like come back and have a conversation with Yazan's parents. I thought that was really cool. As far as Jihoon and Deavan, I just don't see this really going well. I really don't. And Ariela and Biniyam, I guess you're not baby. I mean, I guess her baby's not getting baptized. So there's a lot going on here, guys. This episode kind of bared a lot of like knowledge for us that we weren't really expecting, especially about the baptized thing. And I mean, it's one thing after another. Kenneth and Armando, I don't know where to start. But before we do get started, you guys know how this goes. Make sure you like this video. That way we get more eyes on it. And also, guys, don't forget, I'm giving away a free vacation. So it's 3 days, 2 nights, free vacation. Yeah, all you have to do is go watch the video, like it, comment on it, share it, and then, of course, subscribe. And that way you guys are entered in to win. And then I'm sure I'm going to be announcing it sometime in September. So keep an eye out. All right, guys, we're going to start with Jihoon and Deavan. So Deavan runs after Drusilla and says, Jihoon, let her run off. First of all, that's not how I saw it. But okay, you know, we'll continue. Jihoon's mom is worried that they won't have a good marriage. And I think it's partially because Devan's attitude. And yes, Jihoon, you know, like he's obviously not getting it together with the work habits, but Deavan always has a bad attitude. You know, from like the time that she gets off the airplane to when she arrives, when she's sitting there with the baby. I mean, you could give this woman a Range Rover, she would have a bad attitude. And I'm not trying to make fun of her. It's just always one thing after another, it feels like with her. They said to Jihoon, you were more worried about your pride than your family. And that's, of course, like that's obviously he doesn't want to hear that. Jihoon said that he would apologize to Devan's mom and make nice. He's going to make nice for what he did. And I guess kind of try to repair the crappy apartment, not saving up money, and I guess delivering a bad experience. I mean, he should. And Devan's mom, I don't know if you guys missed this, but Devan's mom said, if, God forbid, if something happens to my granddaughter, if something happens to her, like she's not around in this world anymore, like if something kills her, and that's so brutal, but if something kills her, I will kill you. I would be so afraid, guys. I mean, this is a very scary woman. I'm going to invite you guys in to see if you guys want to comment in on the couples and the families. If you want to, you're more than welcome. We've had a long day, guys, too, by the way. We did Darcy and Stacy. We did Real Housewives of Potomac. Now we're doing this. And tomorrow, I have Super Bravo Tuesday, which I've been planning for all day. So we have a lot going on. I dropped the link. If you guys want to call in, please go ahead. I'm going to keep on going on. Let me make sure it went up. Yeah, it did. All right. So let's move on to Ariela and Biniyam. So Biniyam's family asked, has Ariela seen you at the club? Pretty much has like Ariela seen you dance? Has she seen you be out there flirty with the women? Because once she sees you, is she going to leave and be like, I can't do this. Like, you're too flirty. I don't want to be here with my kid. I would rather take off and go back to the United States. That's what the family is afraid of. And that makes sense. You know, she obviously has an easier out going back to the US, and what's keeping her there, especially if Biniyam's cheating, but he hasn't yet, right? So why are they kind of expecting or putting out there that this is going to be a problem? I feel like they know something that we don't know. Guys, 73 in the room in 4 minutes. Awesome. Let's hit 100. All right, guys. But I feel like they know something that we don't know, and I'm not sure. But if Ariela gets mad, she can leave and take the baby, and that's true. She really can. Biniyam says Ariela needs to cover her head when they go to church, and you see Ariela, she's very like open to doing all of these things. Like, she's ready to go. She's okay with taking in culture. She understands she's moving to a new place, and she's not going there with like a closed heart or like a closed mind. She's ready to really take on a whole new culture. And I love that about her. He wants to introduce her into the Ethiopian culture in order to get his son baptized. Guys, but this is the kicker. We find out that yes, she'll go to his church, but she wants to introduce him to the synagogue. But also, in order to get the baby baptized, it has to be able to nurse on a Christian teat. I think that's the most appropriate way to say it. So the baby has to be able to nurse on a Christian teat, which she is not. And that means that we're not going to be able to baptize the baby. Guys, 93 in the room. This is amazing. So let's try to hit 100. Everyone in the room, like the video. And if you haven't already, make sure you go check out my free giveaway. It's 3 days, 2 nights, free, unlimited vacation, all inclusive when I say unlimited, except the airfare. You guys are going to bite my head off. I really don't care. The airfare is like at most $100. So it's like a $1,500 giveaway. Guys, please go enter it. With that being said, let's move on to Kenny and Armando. 95 in the room. Armando has friends at dinner with Kenny's daughter. So this is a good kind of mix because obviously we're not going to get Armando's parents. We see that Armando's parents are not going to call in because why? Or not call in, chime in because they're not there for Armando's sexuality. You know, like he still has a daughter with a beautiful woman. Of course, like, I don't even want to bring it up, but we know the tragedy that happened with this beautiful woman. And now, you know, like his family has to accept that he's a gay man and he always has been, but now he's really accepting it. So I think with his family not being able to accept that, I think he's really excited that he's able to have his friends there with Kenny's daughters and kind of make it like a family. Wow, Nicole, thank you so much for the super sticker. I'm going to leave that up for a minute because you're awesome. 101 in the room, guys. Let's hit 115. Everyone, please like the video. Nicole, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. And guys, also, I do appreciate, I didn't hit it yesterday, but I had a woman named Leslie Earl send me a PayPal donation, a very nice one. So thank you so much. A lot of you reach out and ask how you can support the channel. Thank you for the super chats, but also you're more than welcome to read in our description and send in a PayPal donation. We really appreciate it. And thank you for keeping our channel afloat. We love you guys. With Kenneth and Armando, we're going to keep moving on though. Armando is worried about telling his family he's engaged. So again, this is kind of the elephant in the room. So obviously, this is hard for most gay people to kind of come out to their family if their family is not a very open family. But then when you start getting into like cultural differences, it really, come on, this gets like really hard to do. And then you add a daughter into play and it gets really hard to do because imagine she has grandparents of her own on her mom's side. So this is getting really touchy, right? But Kenneth is hoping that, you know, Armando's gonna let his parents know that they're committed, that he's really going to kind of take the next step and say, I'm with Kenneth. Kenneth is going to be here with me and, our daughter. We're going to do this together and we're going to be a family. But I understand that Kenneth is there, but there's also an age gap. As much as he's expecting out of Armando, yes, he has to remember, like, this is one of those times I can understand the cultural difference. Like, you have to remember this might be a little bit harder for him to come out and do this, So I get it. I'm going to go ahead and take this down for a second. I have a caller in. I have Alabama Camper. She called in. I'm sure she wants to sound off on Kenneth and Armando or Jihoon and Deavan or Ariela and Biniyam. I don't know which one, but we'll see. Hi, Alabama Camper. How are you?
I'm good. Sorry about yesterday.
Oh, do you have another thing open?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Better?
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
I want to talk about Kenneth and Armando. I really feel like Kenneth is not understanding as much how Armando's culture is and how he's so scared of his parents, like, not being accepted, accepting Kenneth, and I feel like that it's hard for Kenny to understand that, with that.
But do you also feel like, I feel like Kenny feels like he also just kind of left his family. He's made a huge sacrifice. He's leaving his daughters. He's leaving everything that he knows. And he's putting himself out there to drive across not only the country, but into a different, whole different, like it's not even the United States of America. So he's putting himself out there. Do you think it's fair for him to just kind of request back, like, share me with your family?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah, I believe that it's fair. Yes. But I also think that he needed to understand a little bit more about the culture there. Maybe, the families there are not so much accepting of, maybe the gay community. I don't know. But, Kenny's like been out there forever and he's way older than Armando. So, I feel like Armando just needs a little bit more of like time.
But do you think that this is a conversation that should have been had before like Kenny came to Mexico? Because had he have had this conversation, maybe maybe there wouldn't be like this big elephant in the room.
Right. There's a huge elephant in the room. And I think that as they progress, it might even get bigger. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm sorry, Alabama camper. I have on my stand by my tripod my cat trying to knock it over. I apologize.
Is that Mayday? Your cat?
This is Mayday, yes.
Yay.
Yes, Alabama camper.
I know.
You're on it.
Top of this. I know what Mayday looks like.
All right. Well, thank you so much for calling in. I'm going to go ahead and drop you down. Stay on if you want, and then I'll bring you on in a little bit.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and bring on D. Brooke, and we're going to sound off real quick and then continue on with the rest of the couples. How's it going, D. Brooke?
How's it going?
All right.
I have to be a little low. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. My wife's not feeling well, so I'm trying to be low.
Oh, man. Jihoon.
I'm sorry. Devan's mother.
Yeah.
Needs to go on with herself.
That
was a direct threat. She can get away with that in Korea. You can't hear. She needs to go on with herself. She's instigating everything with their arguments. They have enough problems having her voice in Devan's ear, making it worse than it really is, because he's showing progress. That kid been wild.
All right.
There's nothing wrong with that kid. Some kids are hyper. I'm not going to say ADD or ADHD, whatever. The kid's just hyper. Kids are like that. Yeah, kids are just. I forgot her name. Thank you.
I honestly don't think it was Devan's, like not Devan's, but Jihoon's fault that Drusilla ran off. It was honestly like, it's like you're saying, sometimes when you have a hyper kid, they just kind of, you can't predict it. They just, it happens.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
But D. Brooke, I'm going to go ahead and, go ahead.
I agree with you. That's all I wanted to say as far as that. And I agree with you 100%. It wasn't Jihoon's fault.
Yeah, that's I say the same thing. But also, Devan's mom did say, if you get my granddaughter killed, I will kill you. And she scares me. She makes me feel like I would not mess with her. And I think he knows too. Mm-hmm. But all right, D. Brooke, I'm going to go ahead and drop you down. And I'm going to go over the last few couples.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, guys, we have a lot of you sounding off in the comments. Thank you so much. And if you haven't already, make sure you like this video. And also, like I said, I'm giving away a free vacation. So check out that video, like the video, comment on it, share it, and then subscribe. And you're more than welcome to enter. Obviously, anyone can win. Brittany and Yazan. So Brittany hasn't seen Yazan's family for a while, and I want to say a few weeks, right? Yazan's family feels like she's playing games, kind of like she's not there for the right reasons. And the funny thing is that you guys are sounding off on the same thing. And when I say that, I'm pretty much talking about the fact that you guys are saying with her doing her music videos, with her performing in Palm Beach, Florida, doing these like dance videos and doing kind of like the very thirst trap type of Instagram photos, that she's not here to be with Yazan. She's here to get a TLC kind of fandom. She's kind of trying to access a whole new network and get herself out there. And I don't know if that's true. I haven't seen enough to sway myself, but I see what you guys are talking about. Yazan's family feels like she's playing games. So they don't feel like she's there for the right reasons. If she were, then they feel like she would be able to adopt the culture easier and that she would be able to come around and respect kind of where Yazan comes from and the fact that she came to Jordan. He didn't come to the United States. And they think that that speaks for something because, again, she entered their culture. They want her to kind of adopt that. He didn't go there. So that's how they feel. So let's keep it moving. Yazan's uncle is mediating the conversation between Brittany and Yazan's parents. So, all right, Brittany doesn't want the drama, but I have to say for once in Brittany's kind of reputation for the show, I like the fact that she's able to kind of own this and say that, I apologize. I did not foresee that coming. And that's big for her. I don't know if that's to continue her storyline on the show or if that's because she's genuinely trying to cultivate a genuine relationship with Yazan. But we're obviously going to find that out. At least Brittany apologized. I said that and I understand, but oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. Guys, 134 in the room. If you haven't already liked this video, like this video. Brittany did not mention that she was not divorced yet. You think it's a big deal that she's not Muslim? We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this. I have someone special in the room. She's always special every time she calls. Alabama Camper. Alabama Camper, before I bring you on, tell me, is this hypocrisy? Brittany, oh, no, just go ahead. You already know. Go ahead.
Brittany.
Please.
Look, she's going over there. She's wanting to adapt. She's really putting it all in there. I got to tell her. She's doing it. She's all in. But
is she though?
I feel like she is on the camera, to him she is, and to the family. I feel like when she turns around, she's like, oh God, this is so draining. I just want to go back to Palm Beach.
But Alabama Camper, you're starting to sway me a little bit though, because now you make me feel like she's actually trying, but do you think she's trying and just trying to be able to adopt Jordan culture and like where they are and also kind of keep her own Brittany way?
Yeah, I do. I feel like that once she leaves there, she's going back to the States and she's going to be her own party girl and she's going to be like, woohoo. And then when she goes back, she's going to put the gear back on and she's going to act like the perfect little, girlfriend. And I don't really feel like she belongs there. I don't think that she's going to be able to do that there. Be submissive into that culture and to listen to what they have. And I mean, that's their culture. I respect that. But she's not been raised that way. So it's going to be kind of hard for her, I think. She's a party girl in Florida.
Yeah. And from where I'm from. So I understand. I like a good Palm Beach time. So I understand. And I know personally where Brittany is from. So it's definitely not your kind of cover up, more sensitive sort of, you know what I mean?
Over your head and you're going to,
you know what I mean? It's just a different, different type of
that religion. Now, granted, I'm not saying that.
Oh, I wasn't even speaking on the religion. I just mean on the culture of the area. Right. It's very, it's very lively.
She's going to have a hard time, Adam.
Yeah, no. And I think too, and what I was trying to say is like, especially in Palm Beach County, I think that everyone's allowed to dress however they want and express themselves however they want. And I think that if you're used to that your whole life, maybe that might be hard to kind of cover up all the time. That's all I was trying to say.
Here in Alabama, they do too. Everybody does their own thing. I know people think Alabama is like red.
Are you in Alabama?
Yes, I am.
Alabama Camper.
Yes, Alabama Camper. Get out.
Over my head. Okay, keep it going.
I'm in the sticks, Adam. I'm in the sticks.
All right. I was thinking okay, go ahead. I was thinking Sweet Home Alabama. I thought maybe Reese Witherspoon was your favorite actress. I have a lot going on in my head, okay?
Well, you got a lot going on tonight.
I do.
A lot. You do a lot, Adam, and I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Good
job.
Wow.
Alabama Camper. I appreciate that. I hope you win a vacation. If you do, if the person who you want to take with you doesn't want to come, can I come?
I want to make a shout out. Grandma Scary. If you're out there, we win. I'm going with you, Grandma Scary.
Whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Grandma Scary.
So Alabama Camper, I have a few other people in the room. I'm going to go ahead and bring them up. And then I'm going to finish our last couple, Jenny and Sumit. Will you stay in the room and then I'll bring you back up to say goodbye?
I sure will. Thank you, Adam.
All right. Thank you. Guys, we have 143 in the room. That's so exciting. Let's hit 150. And then I have Purplelicious in, I want to say Las Vegas. I don't know if I'm making this up. Is it Las Vegas?
That's Las Vegas. That's right.
How are you?
My hair is all messed up, but yeah.
No, it's okay. So is mine.
In Las Vegas, that's correct.
All right. How are you?
I have the echo, so I'm doing wrong.
No, we don't hear an echo at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm wearing the earbuds. I'm good.
Oh, yeah,
How
it's
are
probably
you?
just in the earbuds. No, but what was your favorite part of the tonight's episode?
I didn't even see it yet. It hasn't even broadcast in Vegas yet. So I don't know what channel you guys are watching it on yet.
Oh no. Oh, okay. So we're streaming it early over here. Okay, so then if you haven't seen it yet, we don't want to ruin too much for you. Can you at least tell us your favorite couple?
So, well, okay, so now I'm getting that delay again.
Oh, okay. Can you tell us your favorite couple?
Well, what I wanted to talk about was Brittany, and is she all in? She's not all in. She can't possibly be all in.
Why do you say that?
Because she did not even try to get a divorce until a few days before she left for Jordan. So if she really wanted to do something and make a real relationship, she would have tried to get the divorce a few months prior, not just a couple days prior. She's not all in.
Do you feel like she's doing this just for TV time?
Of course.
Okay, so she knows that this is kind of an easy in. I'm going to film for a few months. It's TLC. I get to do whatever, and then maybe people might recognize me, get my social media off the floor, and they'll see my thirst traps and maybe music or whatever she calls it.
Yep. She's just going to ride it for as long as the ride takes her. Yes.
Oh, all right. All right. Well, go ahead.
And then to Jihoon and that whole situation, everybody knows he is not a mature person.
Yeah, I know. This is sad.
Yes. So to put that kind of responsibility on him he's going to crack. He wants it. He wants to be there for her. He understands what he's done wrong. Just has been, you can't go from being a baby to being a man. He needs those middle steps.
You know, and one of the things before I go ahead and continue on with the last couple, one of the things that I have to say is we obviously don't see all sides of these couples. You know, we only see what the cameras show us and what they decide to air. But I really hope that Deavan is more of like, there has to be some moments, and maybe they're the intimate moments where Deavan is with Jihoon and she's not so cold. You know, and I'm not saying, and listen, he's given every good reason for her to act a lot of the ways that she acts. But even from the beginning, like, I feel like sometimes, I know that it's a lot of like language barrier and cultural with her and like the parents and stuff. But even the parents say like, we feel like she's always in a bad mood, or there's always something wrong, or, you know, like, I feel like she could kind of step out and be a little bit more inviting maybe. Or make an effort. You've come all the way to Korea.
Yeah. It's a bad situation.
Yeah.
Definitely is not as patient, or even as, I mean, he's been told what to do and when to do it and how to do it. She could continue that, but she wants a partner. He's not a partner yet. She can help get him there because he loves her. But if she doesn't put in the work, if she's not patient, if she's extra kind, it's not going to work.
Oh, all right. All right. Well, I appreciate you calling in. We're going to go on to the last couple. And somebody just commented in, and I was trying to find it for you, but someone said that most women in Korea would not date a man like Jihoon. And I honestly, I understand
I believe
that.
it.
I believe it too.
I believe
it too. All right. Well, thank you for calling in. And if you stay on, then at the end, I'll bring you back up to say what you look forward to most next week. And I'm going to be wrapping this up soon. So thank you so much. All right. All right, guys. So thank you guys all for calling in. And then I have a few more people who called in. I have Sincerity in the room. I still have Alabama Camper, D. Brooke, and Purplelicious in LV, Las Vegas. 145 in the room, guys. Please, everyone, like this video. That way we get more eyes on it. And if you haven't already, go check out my community tab because I'm giving away a free vacation. I can't keep up anymore. My voice is gone and I'm like gone with it. I need a vacation. But guys, with that being said, we're going to the last couple, Jenny and Sumit. Okay. Jenny and Sumit need to improve their place because this is not up to standard. And Jenny's come all the way from, again, Palm Springs to India, and she wants a nicer place. I get that. Sumit got a call from his brother, Amit, kind of like Kalani and Kalini, like same thing. Amit, Sumit, Kalani, Kalini. I like that. I just like a good play on words. I'm not making fun of anything. I like it. But Sumit got a call from his brother, and the parents are ready to talk. So what does that mean? Are they ready to talk with Jenny, accept her? Could she possibly be finally accepted into India? Or is she going to have to go back to Palm Springs? We don't quite know yet. We're trying to piece it together. The latest I've looked into it, they are still together. But I'm still skeptical because, mind you, Sumit has messed up so many times. First of all, he catfished her. Then he lied about being married. And then she gets back. And now he's, for some reason, dragging her through like one thing after another. He didn't want to bring her to the lawyer until after a little bit. He kept making up excuses. I feel like it's one excuse after another with Sumit, and Jenny should not have it. And also, her daughter is not going to have it. And I love her daughter for that, by the way. Jenny feels like the parents are going to trap him and make him not want to marry Jenny. She feels like once he goes to meet with the parents, that they're just going to be like, listen, you can come back, be with a nice Indian woman. We can fix all of this. You don't have to be with Jenny. Let's send her back on a plane to America. This can all be done with. Sumit says he loves her and he's not going to let his parents sway him. So like I said, guys, I guess we're going to find out. Last time I checked on Instagram, they're still together. So who knows? But again, this could sway at any minute. Who knows? Who knows? Because there's still an age gap. He might want babies. He claimed that Jenny took his virginity. I'm not buying that, especially if he was married to the other broad. So I don't know. I'm going to bring up Sincerity and I'm going to ask her what she thinks. Sincerity. 145 in the room. Sincerity. How are you?
Hi, everyone.
All right.
You can hear me well today?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hi, Adam.
So what do you
By
think?
the way, I did sign on to that vacation shared. I love that. That's an awesome thing to do.
Yeah, I hope you
really
win it.
Kind of you. Very kind of you, by the way, to do
Well,
that.
very kind of Miraval Hotel. I'm so excited. Honestly, it was such a great giveaway of them, and I can't wait. Whoever wins the vacation, even if it's you, just remember you have to take lots of photos and tag them in all of them.
Oh, I would do videos, everything. But that is really nice. So I'll keep that prayer in my back of my head.
Okay.
In my thought at night. However, question, right? In order for you to be on the show, 90 Day Fiance, the other way around. I thought in order for them to be on the show, they do background checks. They also, which I guess they don't, but I thought that they do that. However, Brittany and Yazan, if she is still currently married, I thought in order for you to apply for this show, you have to actually do it upon yourself where you're already involved in this relationship. You actually want to take out this marriage.
Why do you think this?
I've heard it before that, they have some kind of agreement in order for them the film crew to follow them over to another country. Like, say if you're married, they don't want to usually they don't take you on the show because they want to be authentic.
Do you remember Molly, who I just did an interview with recently when she had Luis on? She was already married to him, and she exposed on TLC. She was like, oh, we're married. And production was like, what? You're married? I feel like honestly, oh, by the way, I want to bring this up real quick. Gene, thank you so much for the super sticker. We really appreciate you, and thank you for your support. Yeah, that was so sweet. Please hit the thumbs up, she said. She's not wrong. 160 in the room, guys. Let's go for 180. But no, I don't know. I mean, go ahead, take it away. I'm not going to interrupt you. Take it away.
No, you can finish. I don't know that, obviously. I have not watched. I've seen certain parts of season 1 and 2. I have not watched the full seasons. I think I've caught just the last few seasons. So, however, that was the thought that I had. In order for them to go over to another country or come over to the U.S., or if they decide that they're really serious to do this 90-day fiance, that they have to bring all their paperwork, have legal action to be prepared like they want to propose.
So you feel like Okay, so what you're saying is you feel like the stipulations in order to be a cast member of 90 Day Fiance is that you have to be fully prepared and able and ready to go and get ready to marry the person that you are signing on to be with. That there's nothing else in the way to stop you from doing so, right?
Not exactly. I just thought that that's how their protocol was, if as a part of being a part of the show, or the expectations of the show, or in order to qualify. But maybe so. I guess I am wrong.
Yeah, because remember Rebecca too, she was still married. She was going through a divorce on
Oh,
90 Day
okay.
Fiance. I think we've had 3 or 4 who have still been like, they've been going through the process of a divorce. And I think they still sign on for the show because even though I think their divorces are taking a little bit longer because maybe they've already married somebody from a foreign country or whatever, and it's had to go through a K-1 visa process. So maybe it's taking like 6 months to get a divorce. And after 3 months of initiating the divorce, they've met X, Y, and Z on a dating app.
Let me ask you a question, Adam. What
Go
do you
ahead.
think's going to happen with the conversation of Jenny's, I forget his name, Sumit, his parents, Jenny and Summit's parents, the in-laws in the big, or
what do I think is going to happen between her and his parents?
The conversation, do you think it's going to be a positive? Do you think it's going to be kind of negative? Do you think they're going to tell her, I think you should go back? Or
do you know, culturally, I feel like they're just going to continue. I feel like they're going to stick in their way and continue to reject her, unfortunately. But I'm so rooting for Jenny because, again, this woman has literally uprooted her life, not once, but twice. She's been catfished. This guy has lied about everything. And it's her, like, she has everything in her heart. Like, her heart is riding on this relationship. She's not leading with, like, it's not like the guy is like loaded with money or has like some big palace or anything like that. She just loves him.
yes, I really hope
so
for her sake that she can genuinely find the equal love she deserves back, because whether you're a man or a woman, once you're lied to, you lose a little trust. But the love is so strong, you can feel in your heart that you want to give a second chance. But when you give a second chance and it happens again, I mean, I feel really bad for her in a certain way, but in another way, she seems like the type to say, don't feel bad for me. This is what I'm choosing, and I'm following my heart and what makes me happy. And I think that's great. You raised your children. You've given everything in your life for your daughters, which she seems like a great mother, and has a great relationship with her daughters and loves her daughters however they are, and, you know, however adult they are or young children. However, what I love about her is that she said, you know what, I'm taking my heart and that's my luggage, and I'm following my heart. And that was her dream. It's not money. It's love. And
Just
that was
leading
most
with her heart.
authentic. Right.
I love that. Sincerity, thank
love
you so much for calling and stay in the chat room. I have a few other callers in the lineup. I'm going to bring them up, and then at the end, I'm going to bring you up to say what you're looking forward to the most.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. Thank you.
Of course. All right, guys. So we're going to continue on. I hate this because I feel like I do this. I've done this before. Andrea.
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. And you?
Good. I'm so happy you called in. I love to see a new face. So
Thank
go ahead.
you.
What do you think about tonight's episode?
Well, I mean, like, my heart really, really breaks for Kenny and Armando, because I can only think how hard it must be for each of the parts to adapt.
Yeah.
Like, first, Kenny comes from a country where being gay, it's a bit, well, I'm not going to say that it's more, like, he's more used to do things such as go and grab his partner's hand in the street and that would be okay. Here in Mexico, unless you're in a big city, and even in the big city, you would still get the side eye and everything. So I totally understand why Armando wants to be cautious, because it's not only like they are going to be like harassed or something, or they are going to tell them something. Like, people are crazy, honestly. And
So, is it sorry, real quick, are you in Mexico?
yes.
Okay, so what you're saying is it's really like there is reason to have concern being in an open gay relationship walking the streets of Mexico.
It is depending on the place. I don't know where Armando lives, but from what I've seen, it's a teeny tiny place. And the smaller the place, the worse, because everyone knows each other. And it's not only that they just get like called names and whatever, but they can like harass their family. They can harass Armando's family or tell like awful things to his daughter at school, or
That's
like,
terrible.
yeah, it is. It is. And it's like, it's so disgusting. Like, as a Mexican, I am really, really like, appalled by that type of behavior. And also, I mean, things have been improving. I had to Google it up because I didn't know for Armando state, but gay marriage is legal where they live, but it's been approved like 3 years ago. So it's super recent. And gay marriage in Mexico is not legal in all of the states. It depends from state to state. And even if it's legal in a state, it might be like you would have to go with a lawyer and request like special paperwork, blah, 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 blah. I would say the easiest spot to do it would be Mexico City, because of course it's a much larger city and they're used to that type of procedures. They probably won't bat an eye if you go and request a marriage license for a same couple marriage, or even adoption. In some states, it's now legal to adopt for gay couples.
Wow.
But yeah, but like, I mean, I cannot also understand Kenny's frustration, because he's used to having another type of relationships and he loves this man and he wants to have a normal relationship. Yeah.
Yeah. So why have we, you know, and I may have missed this at the very beginning, because I also picked up the other way. You know, I was recapping a lot of Bravo shows, and then everybody started chiming in and said, you know, take over the other way. So I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. But did we find out why Armando is not going to Kenneth as opposed to Kenneth coming to Armando? Do we have that information? Somebody comment that.
I don't know. I honestly don't know, but it could be a certain, like, number of factors. First of all, remember that that Armando's daughter, she doesn't have a mom. So she's super young. Probably Armando doesn't want to like take her from her like family or the people that she knows.
But he could give her a totally better life, right?
Yeah. I agree. But also, I don't know what's Kenny's like situation, because I mean, I don't know if he's retired or what he's doing with his life, but if he is, then probably the cost of living is much cheaper here in Mexico, because it is. We have a huge expat population in all over the country. So I don't know, like, well, probably their plan is to move to the US as soon as Hannah is older.
Well, I appreciate you calling in. I'm going to go ahead and drop you down. If you want to stay in, when we say goodbye, I'm going to bring you up to say what you're looking forward to most. And thank you so much. I appreciate it, especially giving us a perspective from Mexico. I love that. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Of course. Guys, we have 181 in the room. She just dropped out. No, I said stay in so you could give us what you're looking forward to most at the end, Andrea. If she calls back in, I'm going to go ahead and drop the link. If anybody wants to go ahead and call back in before we go, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to go ahead and drop back in that link. 1 second. Copy, paste. Making the Freddy Jason noise. I don't know what that's about, but that's fine. Hold on. This is awful, guys. I'm just trying to do this for you. 1 second. Command V. It looks like I have this thing on a pedestal. I do. Guys, 195 in the room. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to bring up the last few people who are in the room to say goodbye. If you haven't already and you want to call in, please go ahead and call in. We have a lot going on this week. Tomorrow, I have Super Bravo Tuesday coming up at 6 p.m. I have a special guest. So far, I have Candace Diller-Bassett from Real Housewives of Potomac. I know you guys have a lot to say about Candace right now, and I know she's in some trouble with a lot of the, I don't even want to say the words, but a lot of the comments that have been said. I'm still a huge Candace fan, so she's coming on my show. I have nothing bad to say about her. I have only great things to say about her because I love Candace. And I have a few other things coming up this week. So guys, we're covering Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Real Housewives of New York, Obviously, I did The Other Way, Happily Ever After, Darcy and Stacy. We're doing Married at First Sight and The Block Party. I don't know. There's so many. I think there's like 11 or 12 shows coming up this week. So pretty much all you have to do is follow our community tab. 182 in the room. I'm going to bring up everybody to say goodbye. Carla's in the room now. Before we say goodbye, actually, I'll have Carla say her favorite thing of the night and goodbye. I'm going to bring up everybody. Actually, let's just bring up everyone. Everyone, let's say goodbye. Carla.
Hi, Carla.
Hi.
I like this. This is so much more fun, like a little block party. Well, not like I don't want to steal Sherelle's world. Or Sherelle's word. Not block party, but you know. Carla, go ahead.
I think I agree with Sincerity. I think my favorite night of tonight was Jenny basically saying, like, this is my man. I'm taking him. I don't care what y'all say. And y'all better just get with it, because basically Sumit's on the same ride too. And I'm not saying that he doesn't respect his culture, but I mean, let's be real. He's already stepped outside of that. So, I mean, what more can they really do? They just need to go ahead and respect his thing and respect his love and just let him do what to do. At the end of the day, he's grown. He's 30. He's not like a kid, you know?
So then what are we looking forward to most?
To seeing if they actually get married. Because I don't know if you've seen my post on Instagram, but I posted a picture. I seen a Jamit that posted today of Jenny's hand, like her left hand was in the picture, and it definitely did not have a ring on it. So they are definitely not married. So.
All right, Carla. Well, I appreciate you calling in and thank you for not missing it. Are you joining us tomorrow for Super Bravo Tuesday?
You know, I wouldn't miss it for the world, Adam.
Okay, and Carla, if it's Candace, are you gonna? If I get a Jolene in the chat room, will you handle it for me?
Of course, you know I got your back.
I appreciate that. All right, Carla, I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down and finish off the room.
All right, see you later.
All right.
He's
Bye.
loving chicken grease.
I love Carla. All right, Sincerity. I want to stick with the theme of women first. So, Sincerity, what is the thing that we are looking forward to most to end us off for the night?
You know what? I think that D. Brooklyn, I'll have to agree with one thing. The child. I have children. My children are, you know, not toddlers anymore. I think that Jihoon has showed so much, and Deavan, her name is. She's like a negative Nancy, and then her mom's the sidekick. It's like, if I ever want to go on a trip, I'm not taking that one or the other one. I wouldn't even want to have a drink with her mother, 2 drinks with her mother. I'm sorry, but it's a little too much. That's like Jihoon said. He needs a lot more maturity and a lot more growth. But at least he's admitting that. We don't even know if, and you know, correct me if I'm wrong, Asuelu or Andre, if their apologies are sincere. I don't feel they're sincere. So my point is, I think they need to understand that that's a toddler. That's a child. That is going to happen. And Jihoon is not the only person with the only eyes standing around at a park or walking away. There is other adults as well. Everybody has to learn to take responsibility, especially as adults, because all eyes should be on that child, especially in the dark. So I feel like I got to give him credit. Do I think he's doing the right way? Whether it's any culture, no, but he's trying, but he's also admitting it. And I feel like that's a start. So I hope to see that the mom can kind of cool down and negative Nancy can, you know, simmer down a little and see a little bit of a positive and give him that olive branch and understand that, you know what, at least he is trying, and take the positive out of it. Because if you're just only going to see negative, all we are watching is negative.
All right. I love that Sincerity. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like I just got a story. I feel like I didn't get a story. I feel like I got a book, a novel, a fiction, a series. I got something, but I appreciate it. I love that. I love that you called in and chimed in on that. All right, Alabama Camper, what about you? What do you think?
I'm just gonna say I kind of disagree with Sincerity, but I love you though.
Whoop.
How are you gonna
do that, Alabama Camper? You come in disagreeing?
I'm sorry. I think Jihoon is a total little pompous little brat. I think he was raised as an immature little, I don't know what, And I don't think Devin's in the wrong at all. And I don't think her mom is either. I would go in there and kick his double ass if that was my daughter. I don't have a daughter, but if I did, I'd kick his you know what. I don't like
I would love to
him.
kick
I
his
think
mom's
he's
ass before I kick
immature.
Jihoon's ass. To be honest, I think
Yeah.
his mom is like Cruella DeVille with the claws out. Like she's just too aggressive. You could tell, even if you're sitting
Yeah,
there
but
and
that
you
would
only
be
speak English,
me
as
if
his
that was
mother
my
speaks, her
daughter.
demeanor and just how she speaks, you could tell her tone. She's just
D.
rude
Brooke,
and
what?
disrespectful.
I'm kind of conflicted here. D. Brooke,
I'm sorry. I was backing up. I don't get in
Because-
No,
arguments with
I
women.
get that. I get it. This is a lot to take
Can I
on.
say
We have
something?
two strong women in the room.
Hold on, let me say something. Jihoon's mom, she's so far up his butt every time he turns around. It's like her baby calf. Like how old is he? Give me a break.
Right. No, you're
He's
right.
30 years old. He's a grown man.
He's
Right.
a grown man.
Oh, I
Right.
said it
How old
right
is
this time.
Devin? How old is Devin? Is she older or
23, 24.
Oh, okay. I
We have
thought
Yeah,
a
but
lot
at
growing
least
up to do.
23.
she has the support of her family to take care of that little Drusilla crazy child that goes everywhere.
Oh, I can't say that. That's it.
No, she's cute,
Shots
but
fired.
she's a lot.
Well, this is the
She's a
thing.
lot.
Alabama camper, you have kids?
Oh yes, I do.
You have girls?
And nope. But
Okay.
I used to have 5 stepdaughters, so yeah,
Okay.
yes I do.
So, there's an old adage of terrible twos. I'm calling bull on that. It's terrible threes.
It's terrible till
2
you're
and
20.
Threes.
That's what it is.
Three's the worst age for toddlers.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that little girl. She's a little hyper. She'll grow out
No,
of it.
she's you know what? She's a child.
Yeah, I don't think that you were saying anything bad.
No,
I think
I
you meant like
wasn't.
she's
No.
just hyper. She's hyper.
No.
Yeah, she's
What
a
I'm
hyper
saying is-
cute little girl with a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Sincerity brought up a very good point with the eyes. How many eyes, adult eyes, were around? How many? There's quite a few.
There was probably
There was 2
100,
parents
and only Jihoon
and
was
4
responsible.
grandparents.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it's on everybody,
it's
not
true.
Jihoon.
Yeah.
It's true.
And kids are all over the place. Look, I know.
Mhm.
They're everywhere. And that little girl, you know what? I don't think she's any different than any other child her age. She's a child. She's
And
all
honestly,
over the
it's not a child's responsibility in their 2s and 3 when they're 2 and 3 years old to know their boundaries.
It's the parents.
It's really not, especially not when you're shipping your child and bringing your child to a whole new country. It's not the child's responsibility to know like A from B, especially not from, or A from Z, especially not in 4 days.
I would just
You know,
like to see Devan and Jihoon get to some kind of space where they can understand each other. But I think Jihoon is just too immature, honestly. I don't think it's going to happen.
I think that I'm rooting for them. I hope it works.
Mhm.
D. Brooke,
Yeah.
what do you think? What are you looking forward to the most?
I want to say one thing as far as Brittany and Yazan and Sumit and Jenny and Sumit. I put them in the same boat. Neither one of them need to be in those countries because within both couples, one of the quote unquote potential spouses are married still until they're divorced and it's finalized. There's no point to be there. Jenny, I feel shouldn't have been there.
Yeah,
she's 61 years old. She should know better. I think she does know in her heart better. She
shouldn't have went back.
Brittany next.
And Brittany's doing it. This is looking very thirsty. It is looking very like we're trying to get our Instagram social media handle out there.
But Adam, what is she thirsty about going over there? She can't get anywhere over there.
Fame.
It's not about going over there. It's about getting your face on TLC. It's about
she does
your
music.
name being plastered all over TLC. As silly as it sounds, I know it sounds dumb. It's TLC. It's like you watch these couples who are so out there and eccentric in all of these weird kind of different ways that are so unique to each couple. And then you have shows like Smothered and whatever. But there's such a fandom for TLC as a network that when the show's over, like even Big Ed is charging $400 a cameo right now.
Yeah.
He films himself
Big Ed?
going, "Hey guys, this is Big Ed. I'm watching you right now. Amber, I was told right now by Big Carl to say happy birthday. So happy birthday,
Sincerity.
Amber."
Let you and
He's
I do
dressing
that.
up like a
Sincerity.
dinosaur and running around with a broom in his hand. He looks
Yeah.
like
It's
Was he a character on
yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah, it's
Barney or
and he
something.
wears like a chicken suit or like like every time he'll take you to. He's like, "Hey guys, this is Big Ed, and I'm following you right now with my GoPro into my closet where I have a costume change. So this is my chicken
Ew,
costume, my
wow.
superhero costume." Yeah, he goes through all of the costumes.
That's
yeah, and
because he does photography, but I
He's
don't
really a
understand
clown.
why he has those
Oh.
costumes. I've done modeling years ago. I don't understand why he has these costumes. That's not
Oh, he
costume
makes
model
oh.
care.
It's either fetish or photography.
Ew.
Childlike mind, though.
I'm just saying
Childlike
it's
mind.
one of the two because it's an F and a P, so I don't want to mess it up. So it's one of the two. Okay. All right. So D Brooke, you said what you had to say, but what are you looking forward to most?
The explosive reaction from Yazan and his family when they find
Okay.
out she's just still married, because that's going to be comedy gold.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about that for forever. I said that before, and it's
Yes.
never going to change.
Okay.
gonna
What they
be
have,
bad.
like 4 episodes left?
Yeah.
I know we're getting down there. I know. I feel like all of our favorite shows. I feel like Beverly Hills, like New York, TLC, 90 Day Happily Ever After, and the other way. I feel like we're coming to ends on our episodes, and I hate that. But then also, I love getting a new cast. It just means that we have to discover a whole new chat show because I can't say it on YouTube. But you know. All right, so D Brooke, Alabama camper, Sincerity. I appreciate you guys all calling in. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, check out the giveaway. I'm gonna go ahead and
Bye,
drop you guys
guys.
down.
Thanks
And
for having me on,
I'll see you
Adam.
guys all tomorrow for Super Bravo Tuesday.
Yeah.
Be there.
Bye.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right, guys, what an awesome night. Thank you so much for calling in and watching TLC's 90 Day Fiance The Other Way. If you missed it, tomorrow I'm doing Super Bravo Tuesday at 6 p.m. I have a special guest. The cat's out of the bag. So I have Candace Diller Bassett coming. I hope that she's still coming with all things considered. I don't really have to talk about it. You guys know what I'm talking about, but I'm hoping that I'm getting one of the Real Housewives of Potomac in. And then also the week after, I have a lot of exciting guests coming like Danny Pellegrino, Steve from Faces by Bravo, and a tarot card reader. Also, I'm giving away a free vacation giveaway. If you guys haven't already seen it, it's on my channel. 3 days, 2 nights, all inclusive except airfare. Just check it out. All you have to do is like the video, comment on the video, share the video, and most importantly, subscribe. And I feel like I had one more thing to tell you guys, but that's okay. We'll get to it later. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Except you, Jolene. Get out of here.